Okay, hopefully that was more of a pause and did not start a whole new stream, but that's possible that it did. I apologize for that.
Okay, hopefully
So
that was more of a pause and
like I
did
said,
not
this
start
is
a whole
less
new
of
stream,
a
but that's possible that it did.
walkthrough and more of
Apologize for that.
figuring out how to get this to
So
work.
that was more of
So
a
we had the
pause and did not
Gallifreyan
start a whole new stream, but that's
website
possible
where
that
you
it
can
did.
download the writing guide. That should be the link that's in the ticker on that's up there. I can't make that clickable just yet, but that's there. So I'm actually just going to begin starting the assets. So the first thing I want to do is create this B level 1. And it's not just the letter B. It's B, C, H, D, F, G, and H. So this symbol could mean any of those.
It's B, C, H, D, F, G, and H.
Start with that.
So this symbol could mean any of those. It's B, C,
And again, as I mentioned, I'm not a graphic designer. I'm actually not even that
so this symbol could mean
familiar with Photoshop. So, and again, as I mentioned, I'm not a graphic designer. I'm actually not even that
so this symbol could mean
familiar with Photoshop. So, make this up as we go along here. I do want this to be thicker, a little bolder. Definitely no fill. Make this up as we go along here. I do want this to be thicker, a little bolder. Definitely no fill. Make this up as we go along here. I do want this to be thicker. Also, if there's any problems with the stream, as far as being choppy, I was informed earlier that it was. Also, if there's any problems with the stream, as far as wasn't the best quality, so if there's something I can do, then I'll take a look at. It wasn't the best quality, so take a look at lowering some settings. All right, it looks like 3-point font should be good for this. Take a look at Alright, so that is my original circle that I want. 3-point font should be good for this. I like the way that looks. So I want to be able to fit, and I also, my canvas at the moment is the same size as what Twitch would be using for their recommended size. So I want for a background picture. And I also, my canvas at the moment, or this is for the away banner, the same size offline banner. As what Twitch would be using. So now I need to create their recommended size. A little omega bit background picture. And I also, there's a piece cut out. Or this is for the away banner, the same size as what Twitch would be using. So now I need to create their recommended size. A little omega bit background picture. And I also, there's a piece cut out. Or this is for the away banner, the same size as what Twitch would be using. So now I need to create their recommended size. A little omega bit background. And I also, there's a piece cut out. Or this is for the away banner, the same size as what Twitch would be using. So now I need to create. The guide seems to call for an actual space there. That's probably what's going to be the most difficult part, because if I save this out as a GIF, not necessarily this circle part, but that is the size I want to save for my my sentence structure, my word, the one that holds the word together. Not necessarily this circle but yeah, I want to save the asset out with the. It looks like. The way they have this written, it looks like it could attach to a circle or a line. So perhaps just having a bunch of different assets that were. But yeah, I want to save the asset out with the. It looks like editable. The way they have this written, it looks like it could attach to a circle or a line. Like, let's say I was trying to create perhaps just having. I think I would just make this a little separate. It would still be there. So like. Kiss would start off like this, and bow starts off like this with a little bit. I would just make this a little separate. It would still be so like Kiss would
I
start
think
off
for
like this. Now what I titled this is the asset BCHDFGH. What my original thought was just to have the omega looking asset image, but like I said, taking a look at this again,
now what I titled this
it looks
is
like it
the
can
asset
attach to either a line
BCHDFGH.
or a circle.
What my original thought was
So
just to
perhaps
have
just having the
circles
circles ready there
asset
is
image, but
what I
like
need.
I said, taking a look at this
So-
again, now what I
and
titled
this
this
way
looks like
they're
it can attach to either a line
proportional
or
proportionate.
a circle. What my original thought was
So
just to
perhaps
have
just having the
circles
circles
so this is what I
ready
wanted
there.
to start.
So I want to start with H hyper. So it's H, which is the omega symbol, and two lines. So I'm going to create this in a different. I'm going to copy both
So
of
this
these.
is what I wanted to start.
So I want to start with H hyper. So it's H, which is the omega symbol, and two lines. So I'm going to create this in a different. I'm going to copy both
So
of
this
these.
is what I wanted to start.
So I want to start with H hyper. So it's H, which is the omega symbol, and two lines. So I'm going to create this. Go to my Twitch size Gallifreyan image and paste them in. They don't want to paste in, or they're taking a long time. So it's H, which is the omega symbol, and two lines. Can I just drag it there? Go to my Twitch size Gallifreyan image and paste them in. They don't want to paste in, or they're taking a long time. I feel like this should be a lot. I'm missing something simple. Go to my Twitch size Gallifreyan image and paste them in. They don't want to paste in, or they're taking a long time. Do I really have to export it? I feel like this should be a lot. I'm missing something simple. Go to my Twitch size Gallifreyan image and paste them in. They don't want to paste in, or they're taking a long time. Do I really have to export it? I feel like this should be a lot. I'm missing something simple. Go to my Twitch size Gallifreyan image. I seem to remember just being able to drag drop some of these. Do I really have to export it? I feel like this should be a lot. I'm missing something simple. Copy layer style, but that's not what I do. I seem to remember just being able to drag drop some of these. Do I really have to export it? If I duplicate layer, it's just going to create a new one. Oh, there we go. I can put it in a different document. There we go. Copy layer style, but that's not what I do. I seem to remember just being able to drag drop some of these. If I duplicate layer, it's just going to create a new one. Oh, there we go. I can put it in a different document. Do that. There we go. Copy layer style, but that's not what I do. So, first thing I want to do. Well, since I'm creating this in 3 words, I do want to put this off to the side, I think. So this is the beginning of hyper. First thing I want to do. Well, since I'm creating this in 3 words, what I want to figure out is how much to erase here. So this is the beginning of hyper. First thing I want. And at this point, I do need to link them. Since I'm creating this in 3 words, what I want to figure out is how much to erase here. So this is the beginning of hyper. And select them. First thing I want. And at this point, I do need to link them. Since I'm creating this in 3 words, what I want to figure out is how much to erase here. So this is the beginning of hyper. And select them. First thing I want. And at this point, I do need to link them. Since I'm creating this in 3 words. Because no layers are selected. Well, I'm selecting those layers. And at this point, I do need to link them. Because no layers are selected. Well, I'm selecting those layers. Because no layers are selected. Well, I'm selecting those layers. I guess rasterize, which... Can I flatten these together? Merge layers. Yes. There we go. I guess rasterize, which... Can I flatten these together? Merge layers. Yes. There we go. I guess rasterize, which... Alright, So I have my first letter, H.
Merge layers.
So I want to rename this. Alright, so I have my first letter, H. Which, again, I'm probably clicking on the wrong thing. Rename this. Alright, just have my first letter, triple H. Click on that. Which, again, I'm probably clicking on the wrong That's thing. The letter H. Alright, so figuring out what the letter Y is now. Yeah, I know you guys can see my whole screen here. Which, again, I'm probably still trying to figure out what, Alright, so figuring out what the letter Y is now. What the best way to monitor chat is. When I have another monitor, it won't be so terrible, but at the moment it's really, really awkward. Alright, so the next one is going to be this bottom line, so we'll create a new asset. When I have another monitor, it won't be so terrible, but at the moment it's really, really awkward. Alright, so the next one is going to be this bottom line, so we'll create a new asset. When I have another monitor, oh, for crying out loud, it won't be so terrible, but at the moment it's really, really awkward. Alright, so the next one is going to be this bottom line. T-H-Y, oh, for crying out loud, Z, N-G, Q-U, and X. T-H-Y, we'll save it as that. Z, N-G, we'll bring this guy in as, and X. R, Y, we'll save it as that. Z, N-G, we'll bring this guy in as, see, maybe I'm going about this all the wrong way, thinking I needed separate assets for each thing. In this case, I can just use the circle over and over again. This guy in as, see, maybe so circles a line through it. Thinking I needed, I believe, can also be for each thing. In this case, I can just use the circle over and over again. This guy in as, see, maybe so circles a line through it. Thinking I needed, I believe, can also be. So that's a letter, or that's a vowel. Vowels have their own special rules here. They need to be attached to the circles. So circles a line through it. Let's take, this one I did figure out what this one was. So try to vowels have their own special rules here. Decipher what these are. To the circles. So I only did the first one. This one I did figure out, but they do tell you right underneath there, so it's hard to see. Vowels have their own special rules. Okay, so double letters. Decipher what these are. I don't have double letters, so I don't need to worry about that. So I only did the first one. This one I did figure out. What I was wondering was about the line, if I can make the line go through stuff. Vowels have their own special rules. Okay, so double letters. That's the sentence. Letters T, H, W can be used to make words and interlock. What I was wondering was about the line. Oh, okay, when they interlock the indent there. So double letters. That's the sentence. Letters T, H, W can be used to make words and interlock. So I need a line through. Actually, at this point, it's time to take a good look at what the next letter is, the letter P. And then maybe I can work those together. So I need a line through. Actually, at this point, so take a good look at what possibly the next letter is. Oh wait, so wait, Y has two dots with it. That's and the then maybe thing. I can. So I have a line with two dots. This with two dots. So the chart, you do have to pay attention to these bits, which is what's possibly enough. P has two lines. Two dots with it. That one has three. So P has two lines in it. I could probably make the P first and then put the Y in. Now they have to be in order. P has from center going out counterclockwise. And at that point, I only have two more letters, which is the E, which can also be attached to the P, and then R, which is the indent from two lines. Oh, this could be beautiful. So
And
H,
at that point, I only
Y,
have 2 more letters,
P,
which is the
E,
E,
and R
which
comes
can also be
inward.
attached to the P.
And then so doing that inner circle will also take another circle. I'll probably just having these two circles is pretty much all I need, and just a lot of tweaking. So here's my, so doing that inner circle will also take another. I think I want to make the P next and then put the Y in there. Having these two circles is pretty much all I need, and just a lot of 3 lines, a circle of 3 lines. So, and the Y, so the P will go off in one direction to attach the Y and E. Do that, and then the R will come in. Maybe the R's line? Oh no, the R is dots. The R does not have lines. So never mind. I was going to say the R line can be connected to the E also. Do that, and then the R will come in. Alright, so we'll throw the P in there next. Oh no, the R is dots. The R does not have lines. P, and then I have one more line to go through the Y. Now, that line will probably have to end at the circle. Like, I'd like to end touching here and not necessarily going further. That line will probably have to end. That makes me wonder about the vowels here, because if I have this circle with a line through it to represent the Y, circle with a line through it could also be E. That line will probably have to end. That makes me wonder about the vowels here, because if I attached it to another circle to represent the Y, circle with a line through it could also be E. Because O is a vowel and comes after a consonant, B is placed on top of the O. Oh, they have an alternative way of looking at it here. The dotted circles in the vowel list show each vowel attaches. Because in case of O, it would look like something like picture to the right. If we're not proceeded by consonant, it would look like a lower picture. So it would be by itself if it didn't have a consonant. So you want to attach it there. In case of O, it would look like something like picture to the right. If I could just take a minute. By consonant, it would look like a lower picture. So it would be by itself if it didn't have a consonant. So you want to attach it there. In case of O, it would look like something like picture to the right. If I could just take a minute. By consonant, it would look like a lower picture. So it would be by itself if it didn't have a consonant. So you want to attach it there. In case of O, it would look like something like picture to the right. If I could just take a minute. By consonant, it would look like a lower picture. So it would be by itself. Okay. Let's see. I was just trying to check something out, and okay. Let's see. I was just trying to check something out, and oh, my H has lines. See, I just said that I needed to pay attention to that. So H to the Y. That's excellent. Now, actually, I want to go here. Oh, my H has some extra lines. I just said that I needed to pay attention to that. So I guess my asset list isn't as crazy and complex as I thought. It was actually very simple. Now, actually, I want to go here. Oh, my H has so simple. I just said that I don't even know a line to the list. So I guess my asset list isn't as crazy and complex as I thought. It was actually very simple. Now, actually, I want to go here. And it's like the first thing everyone does is they grab the freaking line pencil. So I guess my asset list isn't. I don't really want pencil here. I want. That was actually very simple. I want the one that makes a straight line. Okay, and we found that 3 like the first thing everyone does is they grab the freaking line pencil. So I guess my asset list isn't. I don't really want pencil here. I just want a regular, solid. I want the one that makes hardness 100%. Found that 3 like the first thing or is this backwards? Pencil. Why is it green? So I guess my asset list isn't pencil. I just want a regular, solid. I want the one that makes hardness 100%. Found that 3 like the first thing or is this backwards? Pencil. Why is it green? No, it's pencil I want, definitely not the brush. I just want a regular, solid. There's got to be a line creator tool for what I'm looking for. Or is it just the, why is it green? No, it's pencil I want, definitely not Yeah, line tool.
Regular, solid.
It's got to be a line creator tool for what I'm looking for. 3's a good number for this. The okay, shape. Yeah, path. Line tool.
Regular, solid.
It's got to be a line creator tool for what I'm looking for. 3's a good number for this. Maybe that's a little too big. Maybe for the actual line we want it to be. Okay, shape. Yeah, path. It's got to be a line creator tool for what I'm looking for. 3's a good number for this. Maybe that's a little too big. I mean, I could just delete it and start over again. Want it to be. Line tool. Maybe that's a little too big. I mean, I could just delete it and start over again. I want it to be 1 pixel. Why are you? Line tool. Okay, it's not. I want it to be 1 pixel. Why are you? Line tool. Shit. Alright. Background. Line tool. I want it to be 1 pixel. Why are you? Shape. Path? Maybe it's just path that I need. Shit. Alright. Nope. Background. Line tool. I want it to be 1 pixel. Shape. Path? Maybe it's just path that I need. Shit. Alright. Make sure my roommate doesn't need anything at the moment. Line tool. Shape. Path? Maybe it's just path that I need. Shit. Alright. Make sure my roommate doesn't need anything at the moment. Alright. Line tool. Making a line in Photoshop should not be so difficult. However, that I feel is my pixels. Maybe that's what I want. Mode, normal, opacity. Making a line in Photoshop should not be so difficult. However, that I feel is my pixels. Maybe that's what I want. Mode, normal, opacity. But I do want it to be its own layer. I don't as big as that. So difficult. However, that I feel is my pixels. Maybe that's what I want. Mode, normal, opacity. But I do want it to be its own layer. I don't as big as that. So difficult. However, that I feel is my pixels. Maybe that's what I want. Mode, normal, opacity. But I do want it to be its own layer. I don't line. So I don't delete the background again. Oh, that's a handy trick to know for when I want to put this in something and start, so I don't delete the background, changing colors around. Oh, that's a handy trick to know for when I want to put this in something and start, so I don't delete the background, changing colors around. Is this gonna do? Oh, that's a handy trick to know. No, see, it's not gonna do what I want it to do. Want to put this in something and start, so I don't delete the background, changing colors around. Is this gonna do? Oh, that's a handy trick to know. No, see, it's not gonna do what I want it to do. Want to put this in something. Oh, because I chose the pencil again, because I'm a dork. Is this gonna do? Oh, that's a handy. You're still a very thick line with a weird dissolve thing going on the side there. Oh, because I chose the pencil again, because I'm a dork. Is this gonna do? Oh, that's a handy. You're still a very thick line with a weird dissolve thing going on the side there. Oh, because I chose the pencil again, because I'm a dork. It's funny, it says mode is normal, but it's still doing the weird dissolve thing going on the side there. Oh, because I chose the pencil again. Did I need that off? I think I may have. It's funny, it says mode is normal, but it's still doing the weird dissolve. I know this is going to be the most boring thing, right? Watching someone figure out how to make a dang line in Photoshop. It's funny, it says mode is normal, but it's still doing the weird. Yeah,
okay,
this is
so
gonna be the most boring thing, right? Watching someone figure out how to make a dang line in Photoshop.
It's funny, it says mode is normal, but it's still doing the weird.
Yeah,
Okay,
this is
so
gonna be the most boring thing, right?
still
Watching
not happy.
someone figure out how to
So
make a
it
dang
seems
line
like a lot of
Photoshop.
funny, it says mode is
And I don't know if there's any graphics effects people taking a look at this.
Yeah,
Okay,
this is
so
gonna be the most boring thing.
I'm laughing. So it seems like a lot of
I wonder if this
and
is
I don't know
a-
if there's any graphics effects people
like,
I'm half tempted to go into Microsoft Paint.
Yeah, okay, so
I'm laughing,
which would be
awful and terrible.
So it
seems like a lot of
I wonder if this
and
is
I
if
don't
I
know
did
if
it
there's
as
any
shape.
graphics
That's
effects
what I
people,
was doing
I'm
before.
half tempted to go into
Okay,
Microsoft
so I
Paint.
want 1 pixel shape,
I'm laughing,
which would be
awful and terrible.
So it
seems like a lot
it said no
of,
fill. I wonder if this
and
is
I
if
don't
I
know
did
if
it
there's
as
any
shape.
graphics
That's
effects
what I
people,
was
we'll
doing
take a look
half
at what that
tempted
turns
to
out to be.
Microsoft
Okay,
Paint.
so I want 1
Pixel shape.
and it changed back to 3. Why did you change back to 3 pixels?
It said no fill.
And
If I did it as shape, that's what I was doing.
Is that just the minimum you can go?
Pixel shape.
And it changed back to 3. Why did you change back to 3 pixels?
It said no fill. If I did it as shape, that's what I was doing.
Is that just the minimum you can go?
Pixel shape.
Okay, define it.
Changed
Will
back
give
to
me a
3.
damn.
Why did you change back to 3 pixels? It said no fill. If I did it as shape, that's what I was doing.
Is that just the minimum you can go?
So I can make you smaller.
Okay, define it.
Changed
Will
back
give
to
me a
3.
damn.
Why did you change back to 3 pixels? It said no fill.
I think that's what I want, right? Maybe.
Is that just the minimum?
And so
So I can make you smaller.
transform changes to
Define
it.
it.
Will give me a damn. I think that's what I want, right? Maybe.
Is that just the minimum?
And so
I can make you smaller.
transform changes to it.
Will give me a damn.
I think that's what I want, right? Maybe. And so
I can make you smaller.
transform changes to it. I think that's what I want, right? Maybe. I need 2 for my letter H. H to go into the Y. I need 2 for my letter H. H to go into the Y. I need 2 for my letter
put
H.
them
Sort of evenly spaced
to go into the Y.
I need 2 for my letter put them sort of evenly spaced
To go into the Y.
Copy.
I need 2.
Try and put them sort of evenly spaced
To go into the Y.
Copy. Try and put them sort of evenly spaced Copy. I just wanted the layer to rotate. Or flip, whatever, either way. I just wanted the layer to rotate. Or flip, whatever, either way. I just wanted the layer to rotate. Or flip, whatever, either way. I just wanted the layer to rotate. Or flip, whatever, either way. 90 degrees, that's all I want. Granted, those lines aren't gonna stay there. 90 degrees, that's all I want. Granted, those lines aren't gonna stay there. Way too tiny. 90 degrees, that's all I want. Nope, don't have much to move, I just want to do this. Alright, so granted, those lines aren't gonna stay there. Way too tiny. Nope, don't have much to move, I just want to do this. Alright, so granted, those lines aren't gonna stay there. Way too tiny. Nope, don't have much to move, I just want to do this. Alright, so granted, those lines aren't gonna stay there. I will have to make this a shorter one today. I will have to make this a shorter one today. I will have to make this a shorter one today. I will have to make this a shorter one today. There we go. Just needed to use the guides a little better than I was. I need to get music going. There we go. Just needed to use the guides a little better than I was. I need to get music going. So I there we go. That just needed to use the guides a little better than I was. I need to get music going. So I there we go. That just needed to use the guides a little better than I was. I need to get music going. So I there we go. That one. A little better than I was. I still don't like where this one's positioned. And if I could grab it, that would be excellent. I still don't like where this one's positioned. And if I do want them hitting at the same. Grab a guide here. Yeah, so I want that. I do want them hitting at the same. I think that's what I was trying to do and wasn't quite getting it where I wanted it, where I thought it looked right. I do want them
hitting it the same.
I think that's what I was trying to do and wasn't quite getting it where I wanted
so I
it,
want
where I
that.
thought it looked right.
I do want them hitting it the same.
I think that's what I was trying to do and wasn't quite getting it where Alright, so the H still on the Y. Circle. I think that's what I was trying to do and wasn't quite getting it where Alright, so the H still on the Y. Circle. For Y. Okay. That's what I was trying to do and wasn't quite getting it. Alright, so the H still on the Y. Circle. For Y. Okay. Alright, so the H still on the Y. Circle. For Y. Okay. Alright, so the H still on the Y. Circle. For Y. Okay. I might just end that there and not have it go all the way through. Or have it go through all the way to the edge and then have the P come off of it. I might just end that there and not have it go all the way through. Or have it go through all the way to the edge and then have the E come off of it. Well, the E can be attached to the P. Or have it go through all the way to the edge and then have the E come off of it. Well, the P, I really do need like the Doctor Who theme going on here. Or have it go through all the way to the edge and then have the E come off of it. Well, the P, I really do need like the I did completely mute everything on here. Let's go find music, as this is getting tedious. I really do need like the I did completely mute everything. Let's go find music. I don't have a Pandora set up yet. Tedious. I really do need like the I did completely mute everything. Let's go find music. I don't have a Pandora set up yet. Tedious. I really do need like I did completely mute everything. Let's go find music. I don't have a Pandora set up yet. I did completely mute everything. Let's go find music. All of them. Yeah, that is bad when I have my... I don't know how this works with other people listening. I don't want to listen to my own stream at this point. Unless, when I mute it, I wonder if it mutes... Oh dear, I could be doing this wrong. So I'm hoping that when I mute it down here, like when I'm watching it, it's not muting it for everybody else. I think that would be awful, and I'm very, very sorry. However, I don't think that's the case since it's actually coming through the stream thing. I just have to mute it so you don't hear this crazy echo. Also, having two windows open could be part of the issue. Close that one. Alright, I'm going to keep on going with this. Except I wanted this, I didn't want the Twitch one. This awesome little diagram. Actually, I did not scroll all the way to the bottom of this yet. Oh, connecting sentences, yeah. CQ filler PH. Oh, so yeah, he has a translator that will make it all up for you. I thought it worked the other way where it would translate words from Gallifreyan, but that means silly. But I'm actually going to get off stream now and work on this a little on my own and probably restream it a little later with my progress. So everybody have a good day now, and I will see you around.